Tonight on Newsline. With the recent academic controversy surrounding Junior Stuart Dent, many are asking, how is academic dishonesty defined? And what are the consequences of plagiarism? And most importantly, how can students apply the principles of academic integrity to their own life to avoid the tragic fate of Stuart Dent? Dr. Kenneth Wexler, English professor at Tech State University, has successfully identified 37 separate plagiarism incidents in his 23-year career, and is affectionately known within the English community as the Bloodhound. We asked him how the academic community defined academic integrity.
Well, the key point is that your work has to be able to be clearly discerned and not be copying the work of others. So your sources have to be declared and cited appropriately. And if you're using a quotation, then in fact you have to quote it. Even if you're just paraphrasing a comment or idea, if the substance of the idea has come from another source, then you need to be able to acknowledge that source. This is a basic principle of the academy.
But sadly, not all students take the instruction of Dr. Wexler to heart. Stuart Dent was Dr. Wexler's latest plagiarism bust, and his penalty was costly. Stuart's roommate of 2 semesters, Troy McClure, explains.
Yeah, it was serious. I mean, they kicked him out of school. I tried telling him multiple times, and it was the second time getting caught. I told him, I was like, bro, you have to cite your sources whenever you use any information that doesn't belong to you. Whenever you quote, whenever you paraphrase, or even whenever you just summarize somebody else's work. He was like, oh, dude, I'm just so busy. I'm just gonna watch a documentary and buy a paper online. I've got senioritis, man. I was like, dude, you're a junior.
Sadly, Stuart's story is not unique. According to Stanford University professor Drew Nelson, 73% of all test takers, including prospective graduate students and teachers, agree that most students do cheat at some point. A statistic that frustrates sophomore Rob Egie.
And I've seen it all before, just like with Stu. They get busy with their sports, their clubs, their friends. They don't know how to manage their time, and they think that the only way to get a good grade is to cheat or plagiarize. I told Stu over and over to get a daily planner, to get a calendar, to plan for tests, and now look at him. He's living in his parents' basement.
While it is true students managing their time or asking a librarian or professor about citing sources are helpful ways to avoid academic dishonesty, ultimately, it comes down to the students themselves. They can choose to seek an honest education with all its rewards, or a meaningless symbol on a transcript. It always has been, and always will be, the student's choice. For everyone here at Newsline, good night.